do a demographic analysis, and then send out a flyer, and based upon the responses that you get, you open yourself up to welcome those people who do want to read, because you will be surprised how many people, it's like a tree. How many people are attached to those people who are adults that would like to read. You got to think of it as a tree.
So you want to expand your book?
Yeah, I mean, it's just small.
So that's okay. That's
But I
cool.
want it
That's
flyers
your
in your
commitment.
neighborhood.
That's your
Just do
commitment. Something that
flyers
you're
and
going to
send out flyers, post it in the library, post it in the store, whatever that flyer is that you want. And it's just a book club, and then see how many responses you get, and based upon that, then once it's about to adjourn, then you just ask them, how many of you all know of other people who would enjoy this? Do a sign-in sheet and tell them give names.
What I was gonna do, all of their children were burned.
So we do a lot
That's
for
what-
parents too, like that. We just
Because
had
we had a book
a
club.
big parent, and the lady, I forget her name, she wrote a book about hair or something about, black hair or something. So she came out and but it's the turnout. I think it was probably only a few parents that showed up.
It doesn't
We had
matter.
530 students. So
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Your goal is to get some adults to start reading.
So what I was gonna try to do, we had a book club at Harvard before we switched to the new building. And we had about 7 parents. And to me, that's good, And I was gonna try to see if we could get that back next school year. Because at least if I can get the parents, kids that go here, at least they're in the community. So I'm gonna see about that. Because it's
because we
If
did have
you
one
need
last
help.
year as well, but it's
did
the
you?
follow through, follow up, being consistent. That's what happened.
I didn't even know we had one.
Yes, we did,
I
but
see
it fell out.
And I'm at the school too, it's like I didn't know anything about it. And it's like when administration has to be involved too.
Exactly.
And I feel that, to be honest, I love the school, they're not as involved as they think they are. And they're the face of the school. But I don't see you after school. I don't see you in there talking to the children or coming doing anything, talking to the parents, seeing what parents can. It should be something for the parents. It should be something for you. You're all about the students. What about the parents? How are they going to help them? You said that. How are you going to help my child if I can't read?
They're all about data and whether, because
It's money. It's
it's
about
hard.
money.
Part of the hard test. A lot of our parents didn't opt out because they were probably afraid. They didn't even know if that was an option. I know out of the 7th grade department, there was only 1 student that didn't take it. So, it's about knowledge, knowing,
And they
parents
brought it
are
so
encouraged
fast,
to ask questions.
this was like an unnoticed
It's like
thing,
this.
Okay, they took what they call the other one? The Iowa test away,
Yeah,
basic skill test, they took that away, then they added the NWA or whatever you call that. Now you added something on top of this just to measure out what our children are learning. But in the city, in our hoods, you're not giving them the proper material to learn, like up north, I don't want to get there.
But can we're gonna stay on what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Because I can join in there, we can hear all night. I have to go out for more wine.
But we do, I even tell the principal, we need to get these materials for our kids. How can my son come home and say, Mom, can you help me with this? But I don't even know what you're doing because you don't even have a school book, so what are you teaching these kids off of? Worksheets every day?
They do worksheets and computer.
Oh, no, my kids don't have computers.
Well, a lot of them don't.
No.
A lot of kids don't.
And you know that each school,
That's what my kids
is supposed to have iPads.
No.
I'm fighting for my special
That's
needs
true, because
babies.
I went
Right.
down to the CPS.
We're
We're gonna stay on task. We're gonna stay on task. What are we going, because I wanna be mindful of your time. And then once we finish this one, if people wanna leave, they can. But I think we really wanna get to what are we committed to doing? Something we are committed to doing. That's a big one. That's a big group.
I have a piece. The media piece that I was speaking about, I have no media background at all, but at the committed to coming up with some kind of way to get our own journalists, get our own videographer, get our own, and then when things come up in our own community, we send them out to get the story. And then they come back and they, put it all together. And my point is that we have to tell our own story.
Absolutely.
And with telling our own story, we don't necessarily have the things in place for people to go out, to get the information, to bring it back, to have an avenue so people can come and check it out and get a different story or a different take, not just on the media that we have, on the 2, 5, 6, 7, whatever, and 9 and all that good stuff. So my commitment is to coming up with a solution on bringing young folks and younger adults too. So you got the younger kids, but you also have the kids, because the younger kids may not be able to touch the older kids, but the older kids can certainly touch them. And some things, as far as time is concerned, some people can't go out late at night, but some people can. So to have the kids or children go out and get the information, find out that they do have a say-so, and they can write their own, work, and then start to publish it, or get some kind of a newspaper, and it's newspaper in conjunction with something that's electronic. So now we got something for the older folks that can get that information, because that's what they're used to. And you have the younger folks that are, tech savvy, that they can get the information. Because I've heard so many times that the kids have a different story based off of what happened, and it's closer to the truth than any other reporter has ever
I'm
said.
sure.
So with that being said, I'm committed to making sure that we have our own dissemination of information.
Well, I'm committed to that,
Yeah.
because I do Global Girl TV. That's been a dream of mine forever. And we have a newsletter, and I know that can happen.
And we develop archives.
And one thing that, to piggyback off of what you're saying, because I grew up in this area of A4, and you've been here for a while, and I feel like the programs like this have to be highlighted through the alderman's office. So one thing I was thinking about the other day, because I'm in between the 7th and 8th ward, is working with the office to do simply what you do. You have a newsletter. The alderman's office should have a newsletter of those programs that are thriving in the community, like Global Girls. Kenya should have been here a long time ago. So I don't know. I get a lot of things in the mail, campaign ads, and all these other things. So we need
Yes.
they could send
That would
text
be
messages.
great. That would
She would have an app. We should do it however way we need to do it to reach out to
That's
them.
exactly what you're saying. And the alderman would love to have that feed on
Yeah.
that
Yes, she
because
would.
he or she is not doing it either.
Right.
So I
She
would
just
love to
command
see that.
And she loves Global
thinking
Girl.
about.
She's the reason we have this space, and we're able to keep this space, because she gets us, make sure that we
And
get
the both of
funded.
them have visited the church. I'm a member of Calvary down the street. They visit the 7th ward alderman. Well, she's no longer the 7th ward anymore, home. But Michelle Harris always visits. So, I mean, that's something that I think is very important.
So you want to do the alderman's piece. I like this, because I'm always talking about Global Girls TV. So, and having young people go out and do that, and we got a media person here that can,
Just to tap into that, because technically me and you really probably should talk for sure. I think we kind of on the same ballgame. 'Cause with the website, that is the goal, to change the media look when it comes to us. I cover the Southeast, which is 5th, 7th, 8th, and 10th Ward. But to give that more positive look of other resources that we have here, such as Global Girls, that's offering dance classes and taking kids out of town and taking them beyond just a block. And even with the 4th District Police, people, you got all this negative, but you got good things that those police does too. So the website really is made for us to be proud of ourselves and have a different focus on what the ABC, CBS, NBC, and everything else say that we are, because I'm from South Shore, so that area is considered terror town, which drives me crazy, but I know, but I know that's not who we are. I mean, I done went to so many tables already, because it's so many people like you guys that's in the community doing positive things, but they only gonna see the ones getting arrested, somebody getting shot up, or the schools doing it. Even the negativity. You got schools that's even doing great. All our schools around here are not bad, whether it be charter or public school. So, like you said, it's definitely set up, the website is set up with that different focus of resources and positive things to promote the community.
Make sure it's video package.
Well, I do town hall meetings. For me, I do town hall meetings. Like when Lakeside Development was here, a lot of people don't even know that's still going on. It's town hall meetings about Lakeside Development. So I put them up there. If the alderman was running, now if you want to go back and hear what Alderman Mitchell had to say, or who else was running on 10th Ward, it's still sitting on the YouTube on the website. So you could go back and say, oh, this is what you said, but today, this is not. I do that too, like you say, record stuff that people seem to forget somewhere down the line that they have said to the community.
And there's so many ways of producing slick videos that they get right to it. I mean, I saw an ad for a party.
Oh, wow.
Like, whoa, how did they do this?
I know, right?
I want to go to the party, but I'm going. But it was like, oh, I need to do this. And, they talk about ISIS. And ISIS is
Oh, wow.
this terrorist.
Yeah.
Their videos are amazing out here. I haven't looked at one.
Don't look, it must change people. Don't look at it, don't look at it.
I think that's huge. So
Yeah.
I'm a writer, so I definitely.
And I'm a researcher.
Awesome. Awesome. So, who? What are you committed to doing? Ryan, we haven't heard from you.
One thing that
Ryan makes wonderful videos.
I want to do that for sure. But one thing that I really want to do is get girls here as much as possible, because I remember just when we were working in the schools, it was kind of, I would kind of be hesitant to call their parents and to reach out to them, because it was so different in their school programs, and the people there were kind of mean, and I was kind of turned off by that. So I'm like, no, I'm just gonna stay over here at the studio. But me now, noticing when I'm calling the parents, they're really, really eager to get their kids in something like this, so they've been coming. And me, I just now I'm finding the courage to just get it out there. Just I don't care what girl I see, just tell them this is the place to be. This is something that you could grow in, and something that you can learn more about. And then also getting them on camera. I always love getting the kids on camera. Any and every moment, it gets on their nerves sometimes, but I think they're proud to see themselves later, oh, that was me, I did this, and they're able to see, how they were and how they've grown from seeing themselves, then and now. So, that's one thing I'll be committed to, just getting videos out there and getting more girls as much as possible. I don't care what the odds are, but just trying my hardest to get every girl connected to what we do.
I just want to piggyback very, very quickly on what Ryan said. We're in 12 different schools just through Network 13. In total, we're in 18 different schools. And Ryan makes such an effort to call those parents in the evening. We have kids from Brown, Higgins, from those schools, where we go into the schools, it's like, go over there, you guys come again, for some of them. But when they come here and they see the culture here, they're like, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. And like you said, the parents just don't know. Right. So if we're able to tap into those parents, and it's something that the parents and the kids can do together, they can look at it. Because when they see our videos, they're like, oh, not bad, I'm gonna do it. And then they're so eager. They're so eager because they've seen it. Then when they see their children on video, it's amazing. So I think,
That's my kids, they were in there with Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Yeah, and I saw how they just wanted to dance. They wanted to do more. I said, okay, come on. We're going to get up Saturday morning. Let's go to Globe Girl. And we came down here, and every day, they waited for Miss Brackley at the door.